Someone was stunned after listening to what you said. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, and even if you're not fully aware of it yet, something you spoke recently carried more weight than you realized, more power than you intended, more truth than the other person was prepared to receive. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because your words did not come from ego, anger, or impulse, they came from alignment, from healing, from the version of you that has been growing quietly behind the scenes while nobody was paying attention. Listen to this, because this message is for you. When you spoke, your voice carried certainty, not volume, clarity, not explanation, and that kind of energy stuns people who were used to you questioning yourself. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the reason they were stunned is not because you said something shocking, but because you said it without needing approval, permission, or validation. The universe is saying this moment matters. You may have thought it was just a conversation, just a sentence, just honesty in passing, but spiritually it was a line crossed, a boundary drawn, a timeline shifted. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The person who was stunned felt it in their chest first, before they could explain it with logic, because they were hearing the sound of you stepping out of an old version of yourself. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because you didn't sound afraid anymore, and to someone who benefited from your uncertainty, that is disorienting. This is tied to your spiritual awakening, because lately you've been shedding people-pleasing, over-explaining, and emotional shrinking, and your soul has been learning how to speak from truth instead of fear. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Angel numbers like 111, 222, or 444 have been showing up around you as confirmation that your voice is becoming a tool of alignment, not reaction. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because what you said activated something in the other person, especially if there is soulmate or karmic energy between you. Someone emotionally tied to you was not just listening to words, they were hearing finality, maturity, and independence in your tone, and it rattled them. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Soulmate connections feel these shifts the strongest, because when one soul rises, the other is forced to look at themselves honestly. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because your words reflected self-respect, and self-respect is confronting to those who expected access to your softness without honoring your boundaries. The universe says you spoke at exactly the right time, even if your hands shook or your heart raced afterward. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Silence would have delayed your destiny, but your voice accelerated it. After that conversation, the energy changed, the dynamic shifted, and whether you noticed it or not, something ended and something else began. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the other person is replaying your words in their mind, not to argue with them, but because they felt the truth behind them and weren't ready for it. This is why signs may follow now, songs repeating, dreams surfacing, angel numbers like 555 indicating change, because when truth is spoken, the universe responds. Listen to this, because this message is for you. You didn't speak to hurt, you spoke to be honest, and honesty spoken from alignment always echoes louder than manipulation ever could. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because your voice is becoming calmer but stronger, softer but firmer, and that balance only comes when healing has actually taken root. Someone was stunned because they expected the old version of you to show up, the one who explained, apologized, or retreated, and instead they met someone who meant what they said. Listen to this, because this message is for you. This is what stepping into destiny sounds like, not dramatic, not loud, but grounded and final. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is reminding you not to doubt this moment, not to backtrack, not to minimize what you did. Your words were guided, protected, and necessary. This is a turning point in how others perceive you, but more importantly, in how you perceive yourself. Listen to this, because this message is for you. When you speak from alignment, reactions are not your responsibility. Let them process. Let them be stunned. Let them adjust. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because your voice is no longer asking for permission, it is announcing readiness, and the universe is listening. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, and even if you try to act like nothing happened, the universe knows that moment mattered far more than you're admitting to yourself. After you spoke, silence shifted, energy changed, and something inside the other person cracked open, because they weren't just hearing words, they were hearing the sound of you finally standing in your truth without shaking it down to be acceptable. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because that stunned reaction wasn't about surprise, it was about recognition. They recognized that you are no longer operating from doubt, confusion, or emotional dependence, and for someone who thought they knew you, that realization can be unsettling. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The power didn't come from what you said, it came from how you said it, with clarity, calm, and finality, and that tone only comes when a soul has crossed a threshold internally. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is confirming that your voice has changed because your identity has changed. You are no longer negotiating your worth or softening your truth to keep peace, and when someone senses that shift, especially someone who once had emotional influence over you, it can feel like the ground moved underneath them. Listen to this, because this message is for you. After that moment, the person who was stunned began replaying your words in their mind, not to criticize them, but to understand why they hit so hard. Your words landed because they came from alignment, and alignment has weight. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because soulmate and karmic connections feel these moments deeply. If this person is tied to you by destiny, by unresolved emotion, or by a long-standing energetic bond, then what you said activated a mirror they can't unsee. You spoke truth, and truth rearranges relationships. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Angel numbers like 111 and 333 may appear now to remind you that your voice is guided, while 555 may surface to signal that a shift has already been triggered and cannot be undone. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because even if nothing dramatic happens outwardly, something irreversible happened inwardly, both for you and for them. Your nervous system felt it afterward, maybe as relief, maybe as exhaustion, maybe as calm, because speaking your truth released stored energy you had been carrying far too long. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The universe allowed that moment because you were finally ready to speak without fear of loss. Earlier versions of you would have worried how they'd react, what they'd think, whether they'd pull away, but this time you spoke anyway. That is growth. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the stunned reaction you witnessed was proof that your words disrupted an old dynamic. You are no longer predictable. You are no longer available for emotional ambiguity. And that clarity forces others to either rise or retreat. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Your spiritual awakening is no longer subtle. It's audible. It shows up in your boundaries, your tone, your pauses, and your refusal to over-explain. After you spoke, the universe took note, marking this as a point of no return. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the other person may return differently now, softer, more respectful, more cautious, or more distant, but whatever comes next will be shaped by the truth you already released. And that's not something to fear. Listen to this, because this message is for you. When destiny moves, it often moves through conversation, through small moments that don't look dramatic on the surface but echo loudly in the spiritual realm. Your words carried closure to one timeline and opened another without you even trying. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because what stunned them was not confrontation, it was confidence, and confidence spoken gently is one of the most powerful energies there is. This is how the universe elevates you, not by giving you more to prove, but by giving you the courage to speak once and mean it. Listen to this, because this message is for you. You don't need to revisit that conversation, apologize for it, or reframe it. What was meant to be said was said, and what needed to be heard was heard, even if it takes time to sink in. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because from here forward, people will respond to you differently, not because you demanded it, but because your energy has changed. You are no longer asking to be taken seriously. You are. And the universe is standing behind your voice now. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, and even if you're replaying that moment in your mind wondering why it felt heavier than it should have, the universe wants you to understand that what happened was not small, accidental, or ordinary. When you spoke, something old ended and something new locked into place, and you felt it afterward as a strange calm mixed with emotional release, because words spoken from alignment don't echo loudly at first, they settle deeply. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the person who was stunned wasn't reacting to your words alone, they were reacting to the version of you that delivered them, the version that no longer hesitates, no longer softens truth to be accepted, no longer explains feelings that no longer need justification. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Your tone carried finality without harshness, confidence without arrogance, and that balance only comes when inner healing has reached a certain depth. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because in that moment you unknowingly stepped out of an old energetic contract, one where you were expected to be available, flexible, accommodating, or emotionally reachable on terms that didn't honor you. Your words weren't a reaction, they were a declaration, and declarations don't need volume to be powerful. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The stunned silence you noticed wasn't confusion, it was recalibration. Their mind was scrambling to catch up to what their soul already felt, that you are no longer standing where you used to be. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because this is how spiritual awakenings begin to show externally, not through dramatic life changes right away, but through small moments where your truth speaks before fear can stop it. Angel numbers may be surrounding you now, 444 when you feel grounded after speaking, 111 when your thoughts feel clearer, 555 when you sense forward motion you can't yet see, signs confirming that your voice is now aligned with your destiny. Listen to this, because this message is for you. This interaction touched a soulmate or karmic thread, because only people energetically connected to you feel shifts like this so intensely. What you said forced them to confront a truth they were avoiding, either about you, about themselves, or about the dynamic you shared. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because after that conversation the universe began repositioning you, subtly but firmly, moving you out of emotional repetition and into clarity. You may notice less desire to explain yourself now, less tolerance for confusion, less anxiety about how others perceive you, because your nervous system finally felt what self-trust feels like. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The reason it felt emotional afterward is because your body released a pattern it no longer needs to carry. This is what growth feels like when it's real, not exciting, not dramatic, but steady and irreversible. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the other person is still processing, and that processing has nothing to do with you fixing, clarifying, or revisiting anything. Your responsibility ended when you spoke honestly. The universe is handling the rest. Listen to this, because this message is for you. When truth is spoken from alignment, it becomes a boundary that doesn't need defending. What comes next will reveal who can meet you where you are and who cannot. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because destiny often turns on moments like this, moments where you choose clarity over comfort, truth over keeping things familiar. You didn't raise your voice, but you raised your frequency, and frequency changes rooms faster than arguments ever could. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The reason this keeps replaying in your mind is not regret, it's integration. Your spirit is catching up to your courage. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because from this point forward your words will land differently, your presence will feel firmer, your silence will feel louder, and people will sense that you are no longer available for the same dynamics. This is not isolation, this is elevation. Listen to this, because this message is for you. You did not speak too much, you did not say the wrong thing, you did not cross a line, you crossed a threshold. And the universe is acknowledging that choice. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because what stunned them was not confrontation but completion, the sound of someone who knows what they mean and means what they say. Stay grounded in that. Stay calm. Stay honest. Your voice is clear now, and the universe is moving accordingly. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, and even if you feel emotionally tired, spiritually alert, or strangely calm, that's because the universe is closing a powerful chapter that began the moment you spoke your truth. What happened after you said those words was not coincidence, not overthinking, and not imaginary. Someone was stunned because your voice carried completion. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because for the first time you spoke without fear of consequences, without emotional bargaining, without shrinking the meaning of what you felt just to be understood. Listen to this, because this message is for you. That moment was a spiritual checkpoint, a moment where your soul stepped fully into alignment and refused to step back. The reason the silence afterward felt heavy is because the dynamic changed instantly. You didn't argue, explain, or apologize, you simply spoke honestly, and honesty spoken from healing carries weight that can't be undone. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the stunned reaction you saw was not confusion, it was realization. The other person realized you are no longer available for emotional games, uncertainty, or half-connection. They felt it in your tone, your pauses, and the way you didn't chase reassurance afterward. Listen to this, because this message is for you. People who were once comfortable with your self-doubt feel unsettled when you stop negotiating your worth. That doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It means you grew. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because your spiritual awakening is no longer happening quietly inside you, it's beginning to echo outward through your voice. Angel numbers may appear more frequently now, 111 showing awareness, 444 showing stability, 555 showing irreversible change, confirmations that when you spoke, you crossed a point of no return. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Soulmate and karmic connections react the strongest when truth is spoken, because those bonds operate at a soul level, not a surface one. If this person is deeply connected to you, what you said shattered an illusion they were holding on to, either about control, access, or who they thought you would always be. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because after that conversation, your energy shifted. You may feel less reactive, less eager to explain yourself, less concerned with being misunderstood, because something settled inside you. That settling is alignment. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Your body recognized safety in your own truth, and once your nervous system feels safety from within, outside validation loses power. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe allowed that moment to happen exactly as it did so you would finally trust your voice. Silence would have preserved comfort, but speaking preserved destiny. The stunned reaction was not a warning, it was confirmation. Listen to this, because this message is for you. You may notice the other person behaving differently now, quieter, more cautious, more respectful, or distant, because truth rearranges access. That is not punishment, that is recalibration. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because not everyone is meant to walk with you into the next season. Some are only meant to see who you became before letting go. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The reason this keeps replaying in your mind is not regret, it is integration. Your spirit is absorbing the fact that you no longer abandon yourself for peace. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because when destiny moves, it often moves through ordinary conversations that feel small on the surface but thunder in the spiritual realm. What you said closed an old timeline where you waited to be chosen and opened a new one where you choose yourself. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The universe is not asking you to follow up, explain, or soften what was said. It is asking you to stand still and let alignment do the rest. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because from this point forward your words will land differently, your boundaries will feel firmer, your presence will command respect without demand. Someone was stunned because they met the version of you that knows who they are, and that version is not going anywhere. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, and even if you think you already understand what happened, the universe wants to take you one layer deeper so you don't minimize a moment that was divinely timed. After you spoke, something ancient inside you finally relaxed, because for the first time your truth came out without fear of being misunderstood, abandoned, or corrected. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the person who was stunned didn't just hear a sentence, they felt an energetic shift, the sound of you no longer asking for permission to exist fully in your own truth. Listen to this, because this message is for you. What shook them was not confrontation, it was composure, not anger, but certainty, not emotion, but clarity. You spoke from alignment, and alignment carries authority that cannot be argued with. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because in that moment you ended a pattern without announcing it. You stopped feeding confusion, stopped carrying emotional weight that wasn't yours, stopped explaining feelings that no longer needed justification. Your words were simple, but the energy beneath them was final. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The universe had been preparing you for this conversation for a long time, strengthening your nervous system, softening your need for validation, teaching you how to sit in silence without panic, because it knew that when you finally spoke, you needed to believe yourself more than you needed to be believed by others. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because this moment was not about changing the other person, it was about claiming yourself. The stunned reaction was proof that a dynamic shifted instantly, because people feel it when access to you changes. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Soulmate and karmic connections react the strongest when truth is spoken, because those bonds are wired at a soul level, and when one soul elevates, the other can no longer pretend things are the same. Your words forced honesty, not discussion, and honesty disrupts comfort. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because angel numbers may have appeared soon after, 111 reminding you that awareness has arrived, 444 grounding you in protection, 555 signaling that the change you initiated cannot be reversed. These signs are not random, they are confirmations that your voice is now synchronized with your destiny. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Your spiritual awakening has reached the stage where internal clarity becomes external boundary. You no longer need to rehearse conversations, explain yourself twice, or shrink the truth so it lands softly. What is meant for you can handle honesty. What is not will be shaken by it. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because after that moment, you may have felt emotionally lighter but mentally reflective, replaying the conversation not from regret but from disbelief at how steady you sounded. That steadiness is the evidence of healing. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Fear did not guide your words, intuition did. And intuition rarely screams, it speaks calmly and expects to be trusted. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the other person is still processing what they felt. They are questioning old assumptions, replaying your tone, realizing that you are no longer who they thought you were. That is not your burden to manage. The universe is handling their awakening separately. Listen to this, because this message is for you. When truth is spoken from wholeness, it becomes a boundary that does not need defense. You do not need to follow up, soften, revisit, or explain. What was meant to land has landed. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because this was a turning point not only in how others perceive you, but in how you perceive yourself. You no longer see yourself as someone who needs to convince others of your worth. You felt your worth in your voice. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Destiny often turns quietly, through conversations that feel ordinary but echo spiritually for years. This was one of those moments. You closed a chapter where you were tolerated and opened one where you are respected. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because what comes next will feel different. Conversations will be shorter. Boundaries will be clearer. Connections will either deepen honestly or fall away naturally. This is alignment doing its work without force. Listen to this, because this message is for you. You didn't speak too much. You didn't speak out of turn. You spoke at the exact moment your soul was ready to back your words. That is why the universe stood behind you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because your voice has crossed from survival into sovereignty, and sovereignty changes everything. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, and if you pause for just a second you'll realize that something inside you has already shifted, something subtle but permanent, because the universe does not repeat moments like the one you stepped into when you spoke your truth. After everything that's unfolded, this is the integration phase, the part where your spirit catches up with your courage, and the reason it feels quiet is because peace doesn't need noise to be real. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the stunned reaction you witnessed was not the climax, it was confirmation that you moved correctly, spoke correctly, and trusted yourself at exactly the right time. Listen to this, because this message is for you. When you spoke, you aligned your voice with your values, and alignment always rearranges outcomes. You didn't need to raise your voice, justify your feelings, or explain your intentions, because truth spoken from wholeness stands on its own. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is reminding you that from this point forward your words will continue to carry this weight, not because others give it power, but because you no longer give your power away. This moment closed an internal loop where you once doubted whether you were allowed to speak firmly, directly, and honestly, and now that doubt has dissolved. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Your nervous system felt the shift immediately, maybe as relief, maybe as emotional fatigue, maybe as deep calm, because you released a pattern that asked you to stay quiet for the sake of harmony. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe never intended you to maintain peace by abandoning yourself, and now you know that in your body, not just your mind. After you spoke, something ancient let go, something survival-based, something learned through repetition, and in its place came self-trust. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Self-trust is not loud, it's steady, and once it arrives, relationships must either adjust to it or fall away naturally. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the other person's stunned reaction was the sound of recalibration, not rejection. They felt the shift, they felt the boundary form without force, and they realized access to you is no longer guaranteed by familiarity. That realization can feel jarring to someone who benefited from your flexibility. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Soulmate and karmic connections both respond to truth, but only one grows with it. The universe is now observing what follows, not to test you, but to show you who can meet you at this level of clarity. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because signs may continue appearing, not as instruction but as reassurance. 444 when you feel grounded, 777 when peace replaces overthinking, 1111 when your sense of direction sharpens, messages from the universe confirming that you are stable where you are. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The reason conversations feel different now is because you are no longer negotiating your boundaries internally before speaking them externally. You already decided. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because you may notice a reduced urge to explain yourself, shorter conversations, longer pauses, and clearer intuition about what deserves your energy. This is not withdrawal, it is discernment. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Discernment arrives when you finally trust yourself enough to let silence speak where words once filled gaps. After this moment, your silence will carry as much authority as your voice, and that is how you know your awakening has matured. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is affirming that you didn't cause conflict, you caused alignment, and alignment sometimes feels uncomfortable to those who were accustomed to your emotional availability without accountability. That discomfort is not your responsibility. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Your role was to speak once, honestly, without fear, and you did that. What unfolds next is not something you need to manage, anticipate, or control. Destiny responds to clarity automatically. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because from here forward your connections will feel cleaner, lighter, and more honest, not because you changed others, but because you changed how you show up. This is what spiritual growth looks like when it anchors into real life, not theory, not affirmations, but choice. Listen to this, because this message is for you. You didn't outgrow anyone suddenly, you outgrew a version of yourself who accepted less than clarity, and that evolution cannot be undone. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is sealing this lesson gently, telling you that you are safe in your truth, protected in your honesty, and supported in your boundaries. What stunned them was not your words, it was your certainty, and certainty spoken calmly is the signature of someone who has arrived. Don't scroll, listen to this, because this message is for you and your heart needs this right now, and as you settle into the quiet that follows everything you've said, the universe is guiding you into closure that feels gentle, steady, and unmistakably final. After the stunned reaction, after the silence, after the shift, this is the moment where understanding replaces adrenaline and peace replaces anticipation, because destiny does not leave you suspended once alignment locks in. You spoke, the universe heard you, and now something inside you recognizes that you are done carrying the weight of what used to be uncertain. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because what comes next isn't another test or conversation, it's integration, the deep internal knowing that you honored yourself fully and nothing else is required. Listen to this, because this message is for you. You may notice that your emotions feel calmer, your thoughts clearer, and your patience stronger, not because life suddenly became easier, but because you stopped fighting yourself. That shift is permanent. When you aligned your voice with your truth, the universe aligned circumstances to meet you there. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the stunned reaction you witnessed was not power over someone else, it was power returning to you. You reclaimed authorship of your story without argument, without explanation, without needing permission. That is mastery. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Spiritual maturity sounds like confidence wrapped in kindness, boundaries delivered softly, and decisions made without fear. You didn't burn bridges, you clarified paths, and clarity always rearranges who can walk with you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because soulmate and karmic energies are sorting themselves based on what you chose. Those aligned will lean in with respect and honesty, and those misaligned will drift without drama, and both outcomes are correct. The universe doesn't punish truth, it organizes around it. Listen to this, because this message is for you. The signs you may notice now: subtle angel numbers like 777 during calm moments, 1111 during moments of gratitude, 444 when you pause and breathe, are confirmations that peace is the signal, not urgency. Your awakening has matured into wisdom. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because your body knows it too. The tension you once felt around being misunderstood has softened, the impulse to over-explain has quieted, and your presence feels anchored. That's because you no longer outsource certainty. You carry it. Listen to this, because this message is for you. From here, conversations will be cleaner, choices simpler, and boundaries easier to maintain, not through effort but through alignment. You won't need to rehearse what to say, because you already trust what you feel. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because destiny responds to decisiveness. When you spoke, you chose yourself, and when you choose yourself, the universe stops negotiating on your behalf and starts delivering accordingly. This doesn't mean everything will be perfect, it means everything will be honest. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Honesty attracts peace faster than perfection ever could. As days pass, you may notice that the person who was stunned either shows up transformed or fades gently into distance, and neither outcome requires your management. Your task is complete. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because this chapter concludes without regret, without chasing, without lingering questions. You closed it with integrity. That is victory. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Your voice is now calibrated to your values, and that calibration will continue to shape opportunities, relationships, and timing in your favor. You didn't become harder, you became clearer, and clarity is the kindest form of strength. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is sealing this lesson by offering you rest. Rest from proving, rest from persuading, rest from waiting for understanding. You understood yourself, and that was enough. Listen to this, because this message is for you. From this moment forward, your silence will be peaceful, your speech will be deliberate, and your path will feel less crowded and more intentional. You crossed a threshold you cannot uncross, and that is a gift. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because what stunned them ultimately awakened you, and awakening does not reverse. Stay present, stay grounded, stay honest. The universe has caught up to your courage, and the next steps will unfold without force, without rush, and without doubt, exactly as they should. Listen to this, because this message is for you. Trust the quiet confirmations that arrive without spectacle, the ease in your breath, the steadiness in your decisions, the way your intuition now speaks in sentences instead of questions, because these are signs you have arrived where you intended to go. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because the universe rewards congruence, the alignment of thought, word, and action, and you achieved that alignment when you spoke without betraying yourself. From here, momentum builds naturally, doors open without forcing, and connections reveal their truth quickly, saving you time and energy. Listen to this, because this message is for you. You are allowed to enjoy the simplicity that follows courage, the uncluttered feeling of moving forward without dragging the past behind you. Don't scroll, your heart needs this right now, because this is how cycles end correctly, not with fireworks, but with calm certainty. Carry this certainty gently, let it inform your steps, and remember that the universe responds best to those who know when to speak and when to let truth stand on its own. Stay steady and patient now, because patience is the final seal. Allow time to confirm what alignment already promised, and let peace be your compass when choices appear, guiding you forward with simplicity, dignity, and quiet confidence every single day ahead. Trust this ending, it honors you, protects you, endures.